Hey everyone, it's Anthony from Pretty Printed here, and what I want to show you in this video today is how to get started with Python on Windows. So first I'll download and install it, then I'll show you how to use the idle tool that Python gives you, and also how to install some packages. So the first thing I want to do is download Python. So I'm on the python.org site, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the download here, and just hovering over it reveals two versions of Python that I can download over here. You want to download Python 3 point whatever it is at the time that you're watching this video. It should be 3 point something. In my case, it's 3.6.4. You don't want 2.7.14 because that is an older version. So go ahead and click 3.6.4 and it's going to start the download. As you can see, it appeared in my lower left hand corner of the browser. So this should only take a few seconds, and once it's downloaded, I'm going to install it, and I'll show you the settings that you have to select when you install it. Okay, so now it's done. I'll simply click it to start up the executable. And the most important thing that you need to do when you are installing it is you make sure that you check this box down here where it says add Python 3.6 to path. If you're using like Python 3.7 when you're watching this video, then you want to simply add 3.7 to path. So whatever it says down here, the most important part is you're adding it to path. And it's not really too important what that means, but it will allow you to use something called pip, which I'll show you later in this video. So add Python 3.6 to path and then hit install now. And it's going to go ahead and install Python for you. And it should only take a moment. It's not the biggest thing to install. Okay, so now it's done, and you can simply close it. And when Python is installed, you'll be able to access something called idle. So just go ahead and search for idle, I-D-L-E, click on it. And when it opens, you'll see this thing called a shell. And what this allows you to do is type in actual Python commands and you will get a result right away. So if I do something like addition, I can say 10 plus 24, hit enter, and I get 34. If I do something like print parentheses and then put my name, Anthony, then it shows me my name, Anthony. So just know that any Python command you can put here, but it's not always practical to put things here because instead what you'll be doing is having a sequence of things that you type. So to do that, you would create a file and then you would type various commands. So I can do the same thing here, 10 plus 24 and then print Anthony. I can save this file as something. Let's just call this example and just save it. It's automatically going to be recognized as a Python file. And when you save it here, you can go to run and then run module, or you can just hit F5 and it's going to run everything that you typed in there. So in this particular case, it did both. And just one thing to know about Python is when you run it from a file, you don't get the results from addition back like you do here. You still see my name. So if I just put print, so as you can imagine, print is just printing things to the screen. And then run, it's going to tell me if I want to save. Okay. And then I run it and I see that 34 and then my name again. So that's just the really basics of using this. Those two things are going to get you a long way when you're learning Python. And the last thing I want to show you is how to install other Python packages which allow you to run even more commands in a sense. So you're going to open up your command prompt, just type CMD in the search bar. And what you want to do is first verify that Python is here. So if you just type Python and hit enter, you should see something that is actually pretty similar to the shell over here. And that's because it's the exact same thing. Like it doesn't look as nice, but it does the same thing. So 10 plus 24, print Anthony. And you see it gives me the same thing. And to get out of this, you just type exit. And that will take you back to where it started, where it has the path for the logged in user. And to install a package in a simple way is you just type pip install and then whatever package that you're interested in working in. So as you learn more about Python, you're going to want to use different packages. In my case, let's say I want to use a package called Flask. I just type pip space install space and then Flask, hit enter, and then it will go ahead and install it for me. Now, this isn't the optimal way of installing packages because it is installing this package to be used by any Python app or script that I write. Ideally, it would be isolated to one of your projects. So you can have, let's say, 10 projects on your computer, and each project would have separate packages installed. In this particular case, since I installed it this way, I'm installing it globally. So any project that I create will have access to that. And that's not always ideal, but I don't want to get into how to create those isolated environments in this video. But I do have a video on creating something called virtual environments in Windows, and I'll link that so you can watch that video as well to see how you can kind of isolate your projects when you're creating things for Python. So that's all I want to show you in this video, just the really basics with getting started with Python, and then you can start playing around with this shell here. You can start playing around with adding some code here. So if you have any questions about this, you can leave a comment down below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe. This channel is mostly focused on web development, but I do occasionally cover other topics. So if you do want to learn about web development, which is basically like making websites that are interactive in some way, then this channel is the channel for you. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching.